Hey y'all, my name is Evan Graham and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit about Forks, Washington and the whole Twilight Central area type thing. So Twilight was filmed, what I thought was filmed in Forks, Washington. From the time I was a little girl, I would watch the Twilight movies and I would think about the fact that, oh my gosh, that actually was filmed there. I want to go to Forks, Washington, all that. Well, when we started planning this trip, of course I thought we're going to Washington State. Of course I want to go to Forks, Washington. So I got really excited. I looked up on Pinterest, all this stuff. I found maps of Bella's house, Edward's house, and like the high school. So I was really excited to be able to go see all that. So let's just go ahead and I'll jump straight into telling y'all about the day and give y'all details about Forks, Washington and all that good stuff. So we started off going to, we were in Port Angeles, we went to Salduck Falls, just like y'all heard in my last vlog if you watched it. And then we went on around the Olympic Peninsula and we stopped in Forks, Washington. So we drove in, we saw the sign that said welcome to Forks, stopped and took a picture in front of it, all that. We went ahead and grabbed some lunch and then we went ahead and went to La Push. Once we got to La Push, it was such a pretty beach. So you drive down quite a bit from the main road that goes through Forks, and then we got on the beach and it's all rocks. So it's really rocky and it's just so pretty. You'll see in the video when you see it in a second. So we started walking down the beach. It was 2 miles to Hole in the Wall. So if you look on TripAdvisor and stuff like that, there's this thing called Hole in the Wall that a lot of people take pictures with. Anyway, and so it says it's 2 miles down the beach. Well, you can kind of see it from a distance. And we're like, oh, that's not that bad. You get quite a ways down there and you're like, wow, this is too far. So unless you really want to go, I wouldn't recommend it. The tide was up when we got there, so it's not like you can walk through it. We did mainly because my feet were already wet, my shoes were already wet. I got hit by a pretty big wave, and so I was already drenched, and so it really didn't make much of a difference for me. But I wish we would have stayed closer to like the parking lot and just kind of enjoyed the beach. But we saw seals, we saw otters, starfish. We were able to see like a tide pool and there's sea anemones in it, so that was really cool. Those were all the animals we saw. There were people swimming in the ocean, which I didn't really get because in my mind I would never get in the water where seals are, especially because sharks eat seals. So it kind of blew my mind that people were in the water, but I could see people surfing. I mean, the waves were huge, like the waves were pretty big. But I mean, the water was also freezing, so who would want to do that? Overall, La Push is absolutely gorgeous. It's so pretty. I would recommend it, but I probably wouldn't waste your time going to Hole in the Wall. It's really, really far down there. If I went back, I wouldn't do it, but it was a one-time thing. So we left La Push and we started going back toward Forks, and that's when I had in my brain like, okay, we're going to go to all the places where the film was in the Twilight movie. I'm gonna go to the high school, Bella's house, Edward's house, all of it. So we start driving toward town and we go to the high school. It's not the same high school. So I was like, okay, and then we drove to Bella's house. Not Bella's house. We drove to Edward's house. Not Edward's house. I quickly realized that the places on the map that I'd found for Forks is where Stephanie Meyers got her inspiration to write the books, not where it was actually filmed. So it was pretty disappointing. If you're going to Forks, Washington to go see all that stuff, don't, because you need to go to Oregon. So when I mark Oregon off my bucket list, I guess then I'll be able to go see all that stuff. I think I looked online earlier today and Bella's house as of June 25th is now an Airbnb, so you can actually go stay in Bella's house. Haven't made any plans yet for Oregon, so we'll just see how that goes. But anyway, I have this full video. I don't have the video specifically from driving around Forks, mainly because I was so disappointed and didn't feel like actually filming, but I did video all of La Push. I really hope y'all like this video, and if y'all would like to, you can subscribe. I don't really have a schedule yet of when I'm going to be posting. I'm like checking on different days, figuring out when I can and when I can't. start doing stuff, but I am going to try to do it weekly. So if you want to go ahead and click the ringer button, then you can get a notification every time that I post, and so you don't have to keep up on Instagram or Facebook. So like, subscribe, be sure to go check out my Instagram. I literally post almost every day on Instagram about something. Anyway, I hope you'll have a great day, and thank you so much for watching and supporting my little vlog YouTube channel. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Bye.